Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. This is House Common Sense. Come to you once again here. Uh, last night, uh, I stopped here in Trout's, Trout, Trout, Troutman, if I'm pronouncing it right. Um, I stopped here last night, and I was about out of driving hours, and so I stopped here, taking my 10-hour break. And now we're at uh, let's see here. Hold on a minute here. Make sure I got this right. Um, we at Trout. I'm at Troutman, North Carolina. Now, over here, as you can see, is a pilot truck stop. Well, when I got in here about 10 o'clock last night, that pilot truck stop was full. You couldn't find a parking spot. But across the street, there's a Sheetz. Alright? And there's plenty of room to park a big truck on this back street behind Sheetz. And if you can see behind me, there's a couple more trucks behind me that park. And all we want to do is and I want to show you the area. Let me turn my camera around here. Now, you can see there's a few more trucks behind me. And now you can see the street. Alright. How wide the street is. There's plenty enough room for traffic to go both ways with us being parked here. Okay? And alright, now I had this little police officer. Man, I'll sleep, man. I'll get me some good ass sleep. I heard something knock on the truck though. He was shining his spotlight and shit all in my truck. So I figured it was a police officer. So I got up. By that time he was behind me, messing with the other truck driver. Behind me, there was a truck parked in front of me. He had already done woke that driver up. He want us to move to the Lowe's parking lot. I said, well, why you want us to move, officer? I said, we ain't bothering nobody. We on our 10-hour break. We don't want nobody to come out of the Sheetz and hit y'all. All right. That's the Sheetz right there. All right. I said, you don't want nobody to come out of the Sheetz and hit us. I said, they can't see this big ass damn truck. Well, you know how people is. I said, yeah, but I know how people is. But I said, but ain't nobody gonna come out of the Sheetz and hit this big truck. All right. I mean, It ain't nothing else you can do besides fucking with us. I mean, look like you can find something else to do, all right, rather than come over here, all right, them 12 o'clock at night, waking us up, want us to move our truck over to the Lowe's, because somebody might come out of the sheep parking lot after they get through shopping in there or getting gas or whatever and hit one of us. I mean, police officers, man, and he a little young boy, looked like he wasn't more than about 23, 24 years old, little young boy. He with the Troutsman police department, all right, and all he wanted to do was just show his authority, all right, and he had to come over here and fuck with us. So the truck that was in front of me, he made him move. The truck that was behind me, he made him move. I said, well, I can't move, officer. I said, I'm out of driving hours. Okay. I could have moved. All right. See, but I wasn't going to break my sleeper bird time and had to start all over again. I had done been to sleeper bird about 2 or 3 hours. I wasn't going to break my sleeper bird time to drive over there to the Lowe's parking lot. So, I told him, see, that's what the other driver tell him. Hey, I can't drive. I mean, so he said, you can't move this truck? I said, no, sir. No, I can't move this truck. Or I'll be in violation of the Federal Motor Carrier Safety Administration rules and regulations. I'm out of driving hours. I don't have no driving hours. No, I can't move this truck. Well, all right then. We'll just pull it up a little bit. Just pull it up a little bit. Go on, man. And go chase some real criminals. Leave us alone. About parking. There's plenty of room for cars to get by in both directions, man. It's a wide ass road. So that's what I had to deal with last night. And it's ridiculous because the truck stops nowadays are not big enough to accommodate trucks. If you don't get into a truck stop about 2 or 3 o'clock in the afternoon, you get to a truck stop 8 or 9 o'clock at night, there ain't no parking. And if there are parking, it's reserved parking. All right. See, truck stops right now, only thing they're concerned about is making money. All right. So they got what you call that truck stop now. It's called reserve parking, which costs you $25 a night to park. Right. And a lot of truck drivers, they pay that. They pay that $25 a night to park. Not me. I'm not going to pay it. I'm not going to pay $25 because as much as we patronize these truck stops. Right now, we're paying $5.85 a gallon for fuel. All right, everything at the truck stop is sky high. I would tell you something. I went and got me. I felt a cold coming on, and I got me a little bottle of Roman Tussin cough syrup. This little bottle of Roman Tussin syrup right here at truck stop with $13, $14 with the taxes. Just for this little bottle right here. Okay? How many ounces? 4 ounces, see? 4 ounces. They charge me $13. So truck stops right now is making roughly 300% profit or more on all the items that they sell. They charge the hell out of us. Now they got reserve parking, which costs you $25 a night to park. Most of the truck stops is not big enough to accommodate all the trucks before they even put reserve parking. Before they even started reserve parking. They just started this reserve parking BS a couple of years ago. Alright. They didn't have enough parking spots to begin with to accommodate the trucking, because the trucking industry is growing, because supply and demand is growing. So if you don't get to the truck stop by 2 or 3 o'clock in the afternoon, alright, you probably won't find no parking spot. You tired, you come to the truck stop 8 or 9, 10 o'clock at night, you can forget about it. There ain't no parking. Alright? See? So, who's making money in the trucking industry? It ain't the drivers. We struggling. Alright? The state and the federal government, the truck stops, and the brokers are making the money in trucking. Because the federal and state government, they got all kind of laws and rules and regulations and fees and stuff that you got to pay. You got to pay for a motor carrier number. All right, you got to pay for your IFTA. You got to pay for your authority, your operation authority. All right, you got to pay for your license plate. That's about $1,500 right there. Okay, I'm just to name a few. Highway, you got to pay the highway usage taxes. See, the state and federal government make a ton of money off of the trucking industry. They took over the trucking industry just like they took over alcohol. All right, just like they took over the liquor business. They took the liquor business from the moonshiners, all right, and patent it. All right, now the state can sell liquor, can make liquor, but the people can't. All right, the federal, state, and federal government took over the trucking industry after they killed Jimmy Hoffa. After they killed Jimmy Hoffa, the trucking industry went to shit. State, local, and federal government took it over. You got cops out here today. All right. They are out here for one simple reason. They're different from a highway trooper. They're different from a sheriff. They're different from a regular police officer. They are specifically out here to stop trucks. All right, we call them diesel cops. Diesel bed. All right. And they have to stop so many trucks per day, per week, per month. All right, you going down the road, mind your own business. There come a diesel car. You look, you got the lights. You got lights on. Pull you over. You want to inspect your truck. Okay, he's looking for something to find so he can penalize you or your company. Yeah. Let me see logbook. Oh, your brakes out of alignment. Your brakes crack. Okay. You got too much slack in your slack adjuster. Your thread is not in compliance. The thread on your tires is too low. They're gonna look. They specifically looking for stuff to write you a citation for. That's their job. That's a job that the state give them. All right. So all they want to do is they start early in the morning, about this time in the morning. They sit on the side of the road, looking, and to determine what truck they're gonna stop. That's their job, to harass truck drivers all day, every day. South Carolina and North Carolina got a ton of them. You see them parked all sides of the road, all back up in the bushes. Yeah. So who's making the money out here? We working 24 hours a day, 365 days a week. We ain't. All right. I average about 1,600 a week. All right. But I have to work my ass off. I have to run at least about 2,500 a week. Now, they charge me anywhere from $400 to $500 a week in taxes. So if I make 16, I ain't gonna break home for about 12, and I'm 68 years old. So who's making the money from the trucking industry? Federal, state government. These truck stops with this high-ass fuel, okay? And the brokers. We, the drivers out here, whether you own or operate, whether your company, you can barely survive. You make a little something, but you ain't gonna get rich. Yeah. So this little pissy ass cop, all right, he couldn't find nothing to do last night, but come over here and wake us up out of our sleep, because he afraid that somebody's gonna come out of the Sheep truck stop and hit us. Man, please. Okay. I'm sorry. The trucking industry would have been a whole lot better today if they had to kill Jimmy Hoffa. All right. The trucking industry we'd have been making a whole lot more money today if Jimmy Hoffa would have lived. All right. But see, they done the trucking industry just like they done the liquor business. The government wanted to control and have authority and make money off of the trucking industry, so they took it over. The government wanted to have authority over alcohol, liquor, whiskey, so they took it from the moonshiners. So who making money off of all the liquor now? The state. Who making money off of all the beer? The state. They can sell it, they can make it and sell it, but you can't. Okay? It costs right now about $5,000 to $6,000 just to set up your trucking business. That ain't including money that you're going to have to spend on the truck and the trailer. Okay. That's just to get set up. Get your paperwork and all of that stuff right, and your insurance. It's about $5 grand. Now you got to have operation money. It costs about $1,400 to $2,100 a week in fuel just to be out here operating. When you pull up to the tank right now, you're gonna cough up $700 to $800 just to fill your fuel tanks up. With this truck, I got a 120-gallon tank on one side and 100 gallons on the other side. That's 220 gallons. All right, but when I top off, shit, that's roughly $700 to $800. Now that's not even counting the DEF, diesel exhaust fuel. You got to have diesel exhaust fuel now. So you got to buy two types of fuel. You got to buy the regular diesel fuel that powers your truck, okay? And you got to have the DEF, the diesel exhaust fuel, so your diesel will burn a lot cleaner than it used to burn. So back in the day, when I first started driving trucks, you would see all that smoke coming out of them stacks. All right. Every time that driver would pop a gear, you'd see a big old ball of smoke come out of them smoke stacks. Well, with the DEF nowadays, you don't see that. Some of the old trucks that don't have the DEF, you'll see smoke coming out of their stacks. But these new trucks, you don't see no smoke coming from them, because they're burning that diesel exhaust fuel, which clean the burning of the diesel. See, diesel fuel burns dirty. It burns with a lot of soot. It puts out a lot of soot when it burns. So that's what that DEF does. That DEF cut a lot of that stuff, the smut down. All right, because of the environment. So you have to buy two types of fuel now. Okay. So I mean, I get tired of these little jackleg police officers trying to show their authority. All right. Just because you got that badge and that gun, you just try to your mindset is see, a lot of people can't be policemen because of their mindset. They think they're the shit because they got that badge and that gun. All right, and they overstep their authority. All right, leave us alone. We trying to get some rest. We ain't bothering nobody. Yeah, we ain't gonna be here but 10 hours, and then we going on down the road. Leave us alone. There's plenty of room for folks to drive by. You know, I don't want nobody to come out of the sheet and hit y'all. Nigga, you don't want nobody to come out of the sheet and hit us. They can't see those big ass trucks in here. Huh? We got our clearance light on. Huh? There's just street lights out there, got everything lit up. Alright, that's a poor damn excuse for you to come and wake me up because you want me to move because you don't want nobody to hit me. Alright, it ain't no damn safety issue. Safety issue is that you need to leave me the fuck alone. Alright. And go on about your business and go chase some real criminals. Alright, I'm not a criminal, I'm a working man. Alright. Big as that street right there, they can come up and down that street. That's why they made the road wide enough so people could park right here on the side. Go on about your business, man. Leave me alone. I can't move this truck. I could have moved. All right, I told him I ain't driving now. I lied. He didn't know. He didn't know because if he would have known, first thing he would have asked me, let me see your logbook. All right. See, he's dumb. He's a little young, dumbass police officer. First thing he said, when I told him I couldn't drive, he said, well, first thing he said, well, let me see your logbook. But see, he's just a cop. If I gave him a logbook, he couldn't read it no way. Because he didn't know how to operate my tablet. So I got a manual up here I would have gave him. There you go. There's the manual on how to operate it. Don't make it easy for him. Yeah, well, he didn't know because the first thing he would say when I told him I had no driving out, the first thing he should have said, let me see your logbook. He didn't know. He didn't know to say that. Yeah, he just wanted to show his little authority that he had, and that's a problem with police officers today. They want to show their authority. All right, you know. And then when you buck them, they want to shoot you. Because they can't fight. Huh? They can't fight. You know, see, back in the day, when I was a kid, police officers could fight. Nowadays, they can't fight. They'll shoot you. But I ain't get smart with him. I act like I was so sleepy, and I would just put on. Man, officer, what the problem is, man? Man, I ain't bothering nobody, man. We sitting here, I'm trying to get some sleep, man. I was sleeping good, man, until you woke me up. I thought it was some type of emergency, man. You know. But can you move your truck down into the Lowe's? I was at the pilot, and I know the pilot's full. I said, yeah, but I can't. I said, sir, I'll put it on like here. I said, sir, I ain't got no driving hours. I can't move this truck, sir. I can't move the truck. I would, because you don't know want to buck them and tell them that you ain't gonna do it. I'd be happy to move it, officer, but I'm out of driving hours. See, we can only drive so many hours a day. You know, and I went over to the pilot when I first got in, it was full up. I couldn't find no parking spot over there, officer. So I saw this place over here, and I just parked right here on the side, trying to get some sleep. Yeah, I'll put it on. I would, But see, he can't make you drive, and you ain't got no driving hours. See, so you got to know what to say to him. I got no driving hours, and he didn't have enough knowledge. He wasn't smart enough to ask me for my logbook. So my logbook would have proved whether or not I had driving hours. Y'all be blessed. Thank you for listening.